Hello. Right. Early start. Sun's breaking through. And we're on another quarry. Some big fish in here. Big carp. And we're after them. We've had a couple in the past, which you'll see later. But today, we're trying to get another one. Really big one. Got 3 pound test curves out. Got a pair of rods out. 20 pound line. Inline leads. Loads of bait out. Left and right. So we'll see how it goes. Sun is starting to come through those clouds. You can actually see the rays coming down. And just below it is the rods. Lines out, lines nice and tight. No bubbles yet. Lovely colours though. Carp rods, 3 pound test curve, heavier stuff, bigger fish, big old reels, plenty of mono line, 20 pound mono line. And at the business end, let's get that down there. Business end, we've got an inline 2.5 little rubber tail to keep that rig away from the lead. Bit of a weight near the hook bay that'll pop up, and we've got a little combo, bit of smell on the end. Let's change this. Let's get a fresh one on. Right. Bit 4G squid. Smelly. Just trim that in half. Close that up. Let's get a bit of sweet pineapple on there. Again, we'll trim that one. And then we'll have the pineapple on the top and the squid on the bottom. Nice little combination of colour and smell. Put that on the rig. A little stopper. There you go. She's on there. Bit of colour, bit of smell. Let's get it back out. Just point you around a little bit. You can see me chuck it out. Right. Swing this one out. A little bit over to the left. Try it again. I want to make sure it's accurate. Perfect. She's on the deck. Right. Let's get that in the holder. Tighten her up. A little bit more. Let's get that bobbin on. And she's all set. Old Faithful. Bit of fizz to get me going before I have a coffee. And a nice savoury snack. Right. Get that locked out there. Got my gas today. The old gas stove. Tea and coffee on the go. Get those cans out. Plenty of cups, plenty of coffee, gas, biscuits. What do we got today? Dodgers. Nice. The old baguette. What is that doing in there? Who knows? Right. Get my can open. Let's see what today brings. Get a bit more mix ready out of my bucket. I'm just gonna find the opening. Big step. Right. Oh, there's a big worm there. Nice. One's a bird's nest. in the tree. Right, get some more mix out. It's been an hour or two. Pre-made it in my bucket. Look at that. Bit sloppy because I want to be able to fling it out. I haven't got the bait boat, so I'm going to be chucking it, so it needs to be fairly solid. But lots of particles, lots of crumbed up oily, bit of maize, seeds, bit of hemp. This time of the year, April, it's getting warmer. They're starting to move around now, and they're hungry. They've been very small windows in the winter feeding, very docile. Now it's getting warmer, and the metabolism is increasing a lot more, so they're on the feed. They're going to use up energy, and they're going to want to eat. As soon as you get him level, he wants to kick off. What was the weight? 26 in the net?
Yeah.
26 grassy in the mat. Let's be brave and just get the other side. Big grassy that you saw earlier on, that was £26 in the mat, and then when we deducted the weight of the mat, it was £23, which is the biggest grassy in here. There's only about 3 I think in here now, so they're quite hard to get hold of, although I've been lucky and had quite a few. I've had that fish 4 times, believe it or not, and that's my biggest weight. But they can be super aggressive. Usually don't do a lot in the water, but when you get them on the mat, on the dry, they can go a bit crazy, so you've got to be careful with them. I couldn't do a lot of at the time because I had 3 people around me watching what I was doing. So yeah, the unusual fish really, the grassy. Got a bit like a massive chub if you ever look at what a chub is. Very long, big tail, nice scale pattern on the sides, big flat mouth, quite hard to get hold of and hook sometimes. But like I say, I've been lucky, and I usually get them at night, unfortunately, so you don't always get a good picture, but that time it was in the sun, it looked good. some footage of a mate who had a lovely stocky. Those fish, I think about 20 of them went in about 4 years ago, and they're only, £4, something like that. And then have a look at this. Have a look at the growth rate. It's about £16, I believe, but it's a lovely cracking video in the sun. Believe it or not, there are carp on the surface already swimming around. Tend to be in this corner at the moment, I think, because the sun is coming down into this corner. You can see ripples coming out. I'll try and get the odd fish on screen there. I counted about 5. Yeah, they're just hanging behind that tree at the corner. A little bit wary though. Every time I walk on this platform, they're moving back. But it just shows you 3 weeks of warmer weather and they're up on the surface. Being April, the temperature, once you get a bit of sun on the surface, is going to be a little bit warmer, and they can sort of bask in it during the day, whereas they don't necessarily want to go back down onto the bottom in the darkness, where it's obviously going to be a lot colder. So I can only imagine that they want to get straight into that warmer weather, get the lights off them, get moving about, get the metabolisms moving. I'm not a massive surface guy myself, because you can see them just swimming around, but I like a bit of a challenge, so I'll still try and stick with the bottom for now. There'll be opportunities when you can get them, but right, well, we'll give it some hours. The best of the weather's now, but I'm leaving. It's been a bit tough. I'll chuck up those videos, clips of the previous ones that we've had, so you can have a look at those and see what stock's in there. All the fish are up on the top now, so they're enjoying the evening. There's another guy who's going to do the overnight, so we'll see how that goes. And then that's about it. So from this sunshine, see you on the next one. Toodaloos.